Hi guys, this is Rennie here and today we're gonna be drawing Wednesday Addams and Thing from the new Netflix series Wednesday. Let me know in the comments please what do you think about this series. To start the illustration, I use a base of water-based markers, which can be a very good alternative to watercolors. Of course, keep in mind that the pigment will not be the same as the marker. That's why you see me adding layer upon layer, and even though I was using a black marker, this one was done on a bluish undertone, so what left a dark color when it dries, as you can see on Wednesday's hair and uniform. For the skin tone, I wanted to use a slightly warmer color but not as saturated. In the case of Thin, it was different considering that it's an amputated hand. I also have to take into account that the lips wouldn't have such a saturated tone, but I will work on that in the end with shadows. While I was applying the second coat of black, I decided to start working on the background, which was like branches. I know right now it doesn't make that much sense, but you just have to trust the process. And here I was again adding a third layer of black to see if it achieved the desired opacity. But again it was a shade between blue and gray, so I decided to add the same tone on the skin tone and other parts considering that the setting of the reference was in a cool tone. Working at the same time on the lips and defining the eyes a little more, and also thin details such as sutures and shadows. I ended up adding acrylic, thin with a lot of water, and to achieve a darker shade for the hair and clothes. Then I started adding shadows and color filters with color pencils, paying close attention to those parts that were darker than others. And so I will definitely have to use a shade of gray instead of black in case of a mistake. For the background, then cooler and earth tones, but trying to make most things look like out of focus. After that, I started working on the details of Wednesday's face, lips, cheekbones, and shadows in general. So I added a white water-based marker on her eyes that made them look like out of place, but don't worry because I fixed it later. At this point in the illustration, I started adding the black. The black hair immediately changed how the illustration looked overall. Added the contrast that was needed and resulted in a cleaner illustration. Finally, I added the last details in the eyes and everything was ready to go. What do you think of this illustration? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe, share, and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys stay healthy and without further ado, see you next week with a new video. Bye bye.